My friends, welcome to another day and another episode of Amateur Pool. I'm your host, Josh Powell, and today we're playing 9-ball, but we're doing it by APA scoring. So we're keeping track of every ball made. Every ball is worth 1 point. The 9 balls worth 2 points. And I am playing Darrell Hudiburgh. He's a skill level 4 in the APA. Last time I played APA, which, by the way, I'm not allowed to anymore. If you want more on that, you can check out my video. The link's in the description. I got suspended from the APA for some garbage and no longer play, but I was a skill level 9 in the APA. So I am going to 75 points here. Darrell's going to 31 points. So the 9 balls worth 2. Every other ball's worth 1. There's a total of 10 points per rack. Let's get into it, guys. And if you already know the scoring system, I'm sorry, but I had to explain it in case some people don't. All right, Darrell made the 1-3 combo and then made the 1 itself. So that's Darrell at the table, obviously. It's not me. I know we look basically like twins, but it's not me. It's Darrell. All right, he's already up to 2 points. Remember, he's only got to get 31. Looks like he's going for the 2-6 combo. He is, and he makes it. Does he have a shot on the 2 here? I think he does. It was pretty okay. Pretty okay shot right there, guys. Pretty okay. All right, so if he makes this 2, it's going to be tough for him to land on the 4 unless he hits the 9. Okay, he went above the 9. So he has a good look at the 4. I just don't know if he can see enough past the 9 to cut the 4 into the top left corner. We'll have to wait and see. It's hard to tell. I don't know if he didn't have the room or if he just didn't hit it right there. But the good news for him is he left me stuck. I think I can see the edge of the 4 ball, but not enough to make it. And, you know, that scratch is looming. I would really like to just graze the right edge of this and send the cue or the 2 to the bottom, well, I guess in this case the top rail, and bring the cue ball all the way back by where I'm shooting from. But that scratch is so big, I'm actually kicking at this because I don't want to, Yeah, so I kicked 2 rails behind it because I knew there was a good chance it could send the 9 ball flying, but also that sends the 2 ball up table. And if I would have hit it square, I would have left the cue ball down table, and it would have created separation. But I didn't hit the 4. I kept calling it the 2 ball, guys. I'm sorry. I couldn't hit the 4 ball square. I hit it off to the side, so the cue ball traveled up table as well. All right, I left Darrell pretty good straight-in shot here. Let's see what he can do. If he's going to cut it in the side or go down to the corner or up to the corner. Up to the corner. That was a better shot, I think. I didn't like cutting in the side because the cue ball went flying. All right, just walk the dog up the rail a little bit on the 5 ball, and I think he's looking good. He could get out here. Oh, yeah. Yep, he kind of didn't control his cue ball so great there. His cue ball with a stun shot should have went straight back and forth, but it actually drifted forward and hit the 9. If he would have went straight back and forth, he would have ended up a little better on this 7 ball. But nevertheless, who am I to criticize? Look at the score. It's 6-0, guys. He's killing me. Oh, and he missed the 7 ball. Hey, and for the first time in the whole match, I actually have a shot. Imagine that. Darrell's been doing pretty okay at keeping me at bay, keeping me off the table. The 1 shot I did have, I couldn't really shoot. So I finally have a shot here on the 7, and I'm amped up, and I overdrew it like a madman, you know? I was so excited to finally get a shot, guys. I just fired it and overdrew my cue ball. Man, so he's off to a good lead, and I've got to knock a little rust off and get comfortable on the table. So I'm going to have to shoot a bank on this 8 ball, but that's going to leave me pretty tough on the 9. What do I do here? Oh, I'm playing safety. I like the idea of what I did there. I was trying to get the 8 ball on the bottom rail, though. Yeah, right where my stick is. I was trying to get the 8 ball there and the cue ball down there. I just hit the 8 a little bit too full on that shot. If I would have hit it thinner, I probably would have done okay. You know, that's a safety you see played on 9-foot tables more often than 7-foot tables. It's a very delicate safety on a 7-foot table because there just isn't a ton of space to get that safe. Like, for instance, I overhit this one by a couple inches, and now he's got a shot. On a 9-foot table, it would have worked out a little better for me, I bet. He made a good shot there, but ended up tough on the 9 ball. Nevertheless, he's at 7. I'm at 1. Remember, the 9 balls were 2, so there's a total of 10 points in every rack. Now, we will have some dead balls. For instance, if somebody puts in an early 9, everything left on the table is dead ball. It doesn't go into the score anywhere. And then if you make a ball and scratch or foul, that also is a dead ball. All right, he missed a bank and left me a bank. I missed my first bank. Let's see if I can make this second bank. Nope. Played with both points, guys. I played with both of the nips and didn't put it in the hole. You know, that's a shame. Crying shame. Ought to be embarrassed, but I'm not. So it is what it is. All right, Darrell stuffed in the 9 ball. Now we're looking at 9-1, guys. And remember, he's only got to get to 31. I've got to get to 75. It's not looking good for your boy. You know, it's not looking good. All right, he broke dry, but really didn't leave me much of a shot here. In fact, didn't leave me any shot. Yeah, I don't even try to hit this, right? You know, when I'm playing a skill level 4, I just make it real tough on him so he can't make anything. Give him ball in hand, see what he does. Say, go for it, you know. I was trying to make the 8-1. It's not lined up right now, but it's close enough it can be made. It's just not easy. But I was actually trying to freeze it to the 1. So it just literally couldn't be made, but I didn't quite get there. All right, what's he going to do? What's he going to decide to do here? Is he firing at this? Is he going to break it out for me? What's he going to do? Oh! I think he was trying to kill me. You know, Darrell, I'm sorry I played safety on you, bro. You don't have to try to jump the cue ball at my head, you know? I was sitting over that way. He was trying to kill me, I think. Man, can't be doing that, Darrell. You can't be killing me, bro. You know? Oh, man. No, I've done that so many times, guys. You look to draw it, and you just have a little jerk in your stroke action, and cue ball goes flying. I still do it sometimes. To this day, I still do it. And you always feel kind of embarrassed when you do it, but hey, everybody does it. And if you say you don't or haven't, you're a liar. Flat out liar. Oh, man, I missed the combo. Missed the combo. And I left the 1 sitting right in front of the pocket. The good news for me is the cue ball, after he makes the 1, is it going to be coming to the bottom of the table. What we're seeing is the bottom of the table. And the 2 ball doesn't really have a pocket except comboing in the 7. So he's likely only to make 1 ball here, you know. Oh, don't scratch. Don't scratch. It's close. It's a good shot, though. Good shot on the 1, but see what I'm saying? Now he's got a super long combo. He's got to shoot on the 2-7. And this shot is no easy task for anybody. For anybody. Yeah, tough shot, man. But look at the clutter down there. And not only the clutter, but gosh, I can't do anything with the 2. Am I ever going to get like a realistic opportunity? I've had 1 realistic opportunity, and I overdrew my shot and ended up having to bank the 8 in the last rack. I would really like to get another good shot at the table and see what I could get warmed up and get going here. Oh, I think I'm going to play a safety here. Just stop. Oh, I hit the 7. Yeah, I was trying to play a safety. I didn't want to hit the 7, but I was so stretched out. I should have used a bridge there. That was dumb. If I would have hit the 2 square with a stop shot, the cue ball would have drifted over behind the 7. 2 ball would have came up table, and he would have been hooked. That was my goal on that shot. But, you know, didn't quite work out that way. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Little kids playing pool. It ain't cool. I don't know, guys. It's a beautiful song I just made up, you know. Still working on it, though. You know, we'll come back to it later. We'll try it again later, you know. Songwriting's not my forte, or my fifth-tay, or my sixth-tay. Oh, Darrell, you stood up on that shot, my man. You lifted your head right up in the middle of the stroke. Rewind the tape. Watch it back. You'll see it. He lifted his head. If he wouldn't have done that, no doubt he probably would have made that shot. All right, so I got a long shot on the 3, and I've got to draw out of this to get to the 4. And that side pocket is huge on this. Whoa, am I going to get? Yeah, I had to draw out of it. I couldn't do it any other way. And that side pocket was always at risk of a scratch there because I had to draw it above the 4. I couldn't draw below the 4 because the 6 is in the way. And I don't think I could have got any more draw off it, honestly. And that's what I needed to avoid that scratch. I needed to draw it even more than I already did. The only other thing I could have done was try to hit it a little bit lighter and then just drew above the 6 a little bit and played a bank on the 4. But, man, it was tough. Tough either way. All right, now Darrell's got a good shot on the 4, obviously ball in hand, but the 5 is still tied up. It's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Being cheesy. Okay. I mean, he did. It was a smooth shot. It just didn't really lend him a shape on the 5. He can see the 5, but I don't think he can make it. He might be able to bank it to the bottom right corner. I think that's what he tried to do, but he double kiss, and is he going to slop it in? Yeah, he sure is. Remember when I said he didn't have a shot, really? I was just kidding, guys. I knew the whole time he was going to double kiss bank it into the corner. I mean, it was obvious. You know what I mean? It's obvious shot. It was the only shot, really, to take. You know, it's the only. I was testing you guys to see if you saw it or not. The old double kiss bank shot. Oh, it happens though. That's the game of 9-ball, guys. Sometimes you slop them in, you get the jelly rolls, and you're looking good. You know what I mean? It's just the way the cookie crumbles with 9-ball. All right, and then he fires in the bank, guys. He is killing me here. We're talking about 14-1. He's almost halfway over his score, right? He's got to go to 31. So 15, 16 is halfway. You can't really get to halfway, but 15 is halfway. Oh, he slops another one in. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say about this. There's not much to say, you know what I mean? Just sit back and watch him go to work. It's killing me so far. So I've got to get 74 points. He's got to get 16. Leave a comment right now. Let me know if you think I can come back and win this match. So far, it's been a brutal, brutal massacre. Not in my favor. You know what I mean? I'm in the guillotine, about to get my head knocked off. So far, it's not good. Well, he's kicking at this. Yeah, I would have advised him not to kick at it like that. When you can see the ball, I would have rather tried to bank that. You know, or figured something else to do. Plus, the kick from the angle he had wasn't the easiest kick in the world. If the 8 were sitting in the pocket, then maybe, but all right, I'm finally going to get some points on the board here. There's one. If I make this 9-ball, that'll be 2 more. That'll put me at 4 to 15. 4 to 15. And we must have one dead ball. So, don't scratch, Josh. Don't do it. Oof. All right, so I've got a break, and we're looking like we can do something here. Off. I got a good break. The 8 went in. Oh, and I've got to look at the 1 ball. Imagine that. I'm finally going to get an opportunity to possibly do something. Possibly, because you guys have watched me. You know me. I don't always do something when I can. Sometimes I like to just mess it up. You know, it's the way I roll. I don't think I can make this one. Am I chipping it? I'm just grazing the edge of it and playing a safety with what, the 8-ball? Yeah, the 8-ball. I think I left him a piece of it, but I don't think he can make it. He might be able to hit it, though. I can't tell if he can get past that. What is that, the 7 or the 8 there? I think it's the 8. I don't know if he can get past the 8 enough to clip the 1, but it looks like he can. Have to see what he does here. What you gonna do? Well, he's thinking about it for sure, which means either he can't see it or it's very, very tight. Okay, he must not be able to see it. He's going to try to swerve. I mean, it's a masse shot, I guess, but not real masse, but it's more of just a swerve or a curve shot. Just angle the back of your stick, hit the bottom inside of the cue ball, and it'll curve around a little bit. But he didn't really stroke all the way through that one, and the curve didn't take. So now I've got ball in hand. So my little safety action worked that time, and I need to stop the bleeding and prevent him from getting any more points until I get up to around 35, 40 points. Then we're close, back to a close, even game. You know, so I need about 3 or 4 racks, 3.5 to 4 racks before we're considered even again. All right, so far so good. There's one. Looking at the 2, what am I going to do here? Just draw straight back probably, and then take the cut on the 5. But I'm going to run into the 7 when I cut the 5, and I don't know. Oh, did I overdraw this? I may have overdrawn this, so I can't see the actual cut. I can see the 5 here, but I can't see the cut. So I'll probably do a stun follow. I'll hit the 5 straight on and do a stun follow so the cue ball drifts forward and the 5 comes around the table and he's hooked behind the 7. That's the shot here. Yeah, like that. Oh, I hit the A ball with my stick, so which is not a foul in this league. It's not a foul in the rule sets we're playing here, you know. We're playing with the Anti-Pool Player Association rules, you know, the APA. Yo, Anti-Pool Player Association. You know, it's kind of a lame set of rules, but it is what it is. It's good. I will say this. This scoring system in Niball is great when you have a mismatched, you know, when you have a mismatch, you know, a higher skill level versus a lower skill level. You play by points like this, and the lower skill level actually has a chance to win. Is if we were to just play games where whoever makes a 9-ball wins, it's a lot tougher for a lower skill level player. You know, so I will say that, you know, as for all the crap that APA does not do correct, you know, for all the stuff that they do wrong, this is a good scoring system when you have a mismatched game. You know, that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, my mama always told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you shouldn't say nothing at all. You know. All right, is this a scratch? Heck no, it's not a scratch. I just cheated it to the outside of the pocket, hit it kind of slow at top, avoided the scratch, and just like that, we're at 14 to 15. Now, that looks like a pretty even matchup. He's still killing me right now, guys. Remember, I've got to go to 75. I still need 61 points. He only needs 16. So it's definitely not close yet. Like I said, I've got to get up to 35 or 40 before we're even. All right, make the one. It looks like I'm following. Yeah, I used follow. I don't know if I was trying to run into the 2 there or not. I may have been trying to come back above the 2 and shoot it down, but either way, it worked out okay. So I can make this 2 now with just a bottom left hit on the cue ball, and the cue ball should come off the rail out towards the middle of the table, and that'll give me a good shot on the 3. But what I'm looking at right now is the 5, because the 5's pretty blocked up. There's really no good spot to make the 5, and I was looking to see if maybe I could make the combo, the 5-9. But we'll see what I end up doing if I get to it, you know. Right now I got to make the 2 and the 3. So that was the bottom left, back towards the center of the table. Now I can make the 3, but I kind of hit that a little too hard because I wanted an angle going down table, so I could maybe do something with the 5 a little easier. Instead, I'm going up table. So what am I going to hit this hard? Yeah, hit it hard with lots of spin and try to get back down to the bottom of the table. I was trying to get below it because I think I wanted to shoot the 5-9 combo into the side pocket, but I didn't quite get there. My stroke just failed me a little bit. Actually, it was a decent stroke. I just didn't put the right stuff on it. I almost said a bad word, guys. It's a family channel. I can't do that. All right, so, I played the combo and scratch. Man, I can't believe I played that combo. Whew, man. And then I can't believe I scratched on top of it. So that ball doesn't count, guys. It doesn't go on the score. Dead ball. Dead balls. Dead balls. All right, Darrell's got ball in hand now. He's got a pretty easy out here. Stop shot on the 5. He can draw back a little on the 6. Shoot the 8 up table. All he's got to do is make the 9. But there's a few different ways he can do this. He's talking to me right now. In real life, guys, not on camera. You know, he's not really here right now, personally, when I'm commentating. But he was there when we were recording, obviously. You know, it's like science, math. I don't know. I don't know how it works exactly. Don't ask me. I just play pool, you know, and sell real estate. That's all I do. Those are the 2 things I do. You know, everything else, just a gamble, crapshoot, you know. Oh, all right, Darrell. Let's see what you got, my man. You made the 5 and the 6. Don't get stuck behind the 9. Don't do it. He didn't do it, but he left himself a long shot on the 8. And he's got to either stop or draw a little bit. And he's got to be careful if he draws because he could scratch in the side pocket. Yeah, this takes an extra second to look at for sure. This shot requires an extra second for sure. I like the fact he stood up there. So look at it again. It's a tough shot, so I understand him missing it there. All right, it looks like he left me pretty straight in. I don't think I can really maneuver the cue ball. I might be able to cheat it a little bit because it is a valley table and the pockets are big. So I might be able to cheat it, but I think realistically I should just draw. Oh no, I'm going forward. Nope, I'm going draw. Yeah, just draw straight back off the rail and over for the 9 in the top left corner. Yep, just like that. Didn't really want to land on the rail, but it's a shot I should be able to handle. Now I say should because I don't always, you know. But this time I did. So we're looking at 21-17. The score is 21-17. I am still technically losing here. For sure. Ooh, scratch-a-rooney. You know what I'm saying? We don't like scratch-a-roonies, guys. We don't like them, man. Especially off the break like that. I didn't make anything on the break anyway, but I still didn't want to give them ball in hand to start. You know what I mean? That's no good, little Timmy. No good. No bueno, as they say. No bueno. You know? And if you don't know, that's Spanish for no good. You know? As if you guys didn't know that. Everybody knows that. Everybody. Shout out to my people from Spain. Since I said no bueno, I was speaking Spanish, man. I got some people who commented from Spain. One guy was watching, and he told his buddy to start watching. But it's funny, the first guy that was watching doesn't even barely speak English, so he doesn't even know what I'm saying, you know? But I appreciate you guys. Mucho gracias. Thank you for watching, homeboy, mi hermano, my brother. I appreciate you guys and everybody else out there, man. Everybody's been watching late. Well, not everybody, you know, like a very small fraction of the population have been watching, but it feels good, you know. I like people watching, man. It's what I make these videos for. I make them for entertainment purposes. Maybe a little educational at times, you know. If so, I think that's a bonus. But ultimately, we're just sitting down watching a game of pool together. And I'm talking about it the whole time. Hopefully, you're talking about it at home, too. I feel like we're talking back and forth, but neither of us can hear each other. You know what I mean? Yeah, put it right there. Now, you can't dab up the phone or the TV, however you're watching. You can't dab it up. I was just kidding. You know what I mean? Just a joke. It's a broma. Broma. It's a joke. All right, back to the match, guys. Sorry, I got distracted. Back to the match. Fine looking short rail shirt that I'm wearing right there on camera. Oh, I'm wearing one here too. Check that out. If you guys want a short rail shirt, the link will be in the description. But you can also just search shortrail.com. You know, get you a short rail shirt. It is what it is. I like them. You know, a lot of people who have bought them like. Hopefully you'd like it too. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Until later on in the video, then I'll mention it again. You know, so that's the way it works. Nice slow roll to put that in the side. Nice slow roll there. Left myself a good shape on the 5. I can just do a stop shot here, or I mean, really anywhere. As long as I don't get down table behind one of those other balls, I'm gonna have a shot at the 6. So I just went with the stop shot. All right, now this could be a little tricky just because where the 8 and the 9 are, but I kind of like just putting a straight draw on this and shaping the 7 between the 8 9. It's almost like natural. Yeah. Yeah, it was almost a natural path for the cue ball. I know it feels like I shouldn't have done it that way because that 8 and 9 are kind of in the way and a lot could go wrong there, but that shot just felt so natural. Like I just knew the cue ball's path was headed between the 8 9. You know, I just wasn't too worried about it. All right, I'll make this probably a little top, shoot the 8 in the side pocket, I would imagine. Or I overhit it. I hit it too hard. Now I'm going to shoot the 8 in the corner, which is no problem. The 8 goes in all six pockets where it's sitting right now. So it really didn't matter where I shaped it as long as I had a shot. Little stop on this one. Yeah, stop shot. Now I got the 9. Hey, I'm stuck. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, you know. LL Cool J throwback. Oh my gosh. Just when I started singing, oh, am I going to slop it? No. Just when I started singing, getting all cocky, you know, I go ahead and do something like that. What a bonehead. What a knucklehead. Que chingado. What am I doing? You know, I don't know. All right. So I left Darrell. Oh, Darrell. This is Darrell and my other brother, Darrell. Oh, man. Hey, I've been there, though. You know, he's been sitting for a little while just watching me run balls. And finally he gets up to the table and he's all tight again and makes it tough, man. But I have a feeling he probably makes that 99% of the time. It's sitting in the pocket. And he left me a bank, and this time I actually made a bank. You know, I missed 2 earlier, and now I made one. So my break again, scores 30-18. Now we're getting closer to even. We're still not even, though. He only needs, what, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. He only needs 13 points. I need 30, 40, 43. He needs 13. I need 43. So we're definitely still not even. But it's getting closer, though, you know. Oh, I got to curve this one a little bit. I don't know if maybe I didn't have my jump stick, but that 3 ball was pretty close to be jumping. So probably the curve was the best way to go there for me. I didn't leave him a great shot, but if he plays it, I left him a great safety. If he rolls this slowly and hits the 1 ball on the left side, the 1 ball banks up towards the 4, and the cue ball ends up behind the 3 and the 9. He's got to play it real easy and hit the 1 ball on the left side and even put a little bit of left spin on the cue ball so it spins over behind the 3. But he's not doing that, it doesn't look like. I think, is he trying to cut this in? He is. He's trying to play it. That's a hard shot from a stretch like that. It's not easy, man. Tough acting, tenacted. No, Darrell, just play the safety, bro. Play the safety. Don't shoot it. He's not going to listen. He's not going to listen to me. I almost made it, too. I would have put my foot right in my mouth had he made that shot. You know what I mean? It was not an easy shot by any means. And what made it real difficult is how he had to stretch to reach it. That's what made it real tough. Ever wish you could play like Efren Reyes? If you buy our new line of short rail merchandise, I can guarantee you'll play as good as Efren Reyes. I'm sorry, I was just informed I can't say that. I can guarantee you will not play as good as Efren Reyes. You'll still suck, but you'll look good doing it. Get you some. I mean, the shot was tough, but the stretch made it real tough. All right, I think he left me a shot here at the 1 ball too, but it's definitely not the easiest shot in the world. It's one I should be able to make. Looking at where I should shape the 2, though, because if I make the 1, I can't really stay on the bottom side to shoot the 2 to the bottom left corner pocket. I can't really stay down. I'm getting confused because really the top of the table is how we're looking at the table is the bottom. You know what I mean? And the bottom of the table, how we're looking at it, is actually the top. So I keep getting confused. We're just going to call where the one ball's sitting, we're going to call that the top. And the other side where I'm standing, we're going to call it the bottom, right? So I would like to make the one and keep the cue ball at the top of the table so I could shoot the two in the bottom left, but I don't think I can do that from this angle. So I may want to come back up to the bottom of the table and shoot the two into the side off of the 7. See, all that talking and explaining, it didn't even matter because I couldn't make the one anyway. Jeez, that was a big waste of breath. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll quit talking so much. I know some people just want to watch the match, you know. I'm sorry. We'll stop talking. Just kidding. I will never stop talking, guys. It's just in my nature, man. I'm a talking fool. I've been sick for the last few days, too. I'm starting to feel a lot better now, but my nose is running. My chest is a little bit congested, but it's all getting better. It's all breaking up. You know, I feel much better now. Okay. Darrell missed a shot on the 1, so now I have an opportunity to do something here again. Let me see if I can go on another run and spike my score up further, so that way I'm actually in the lead. It's getting close now, but he's still beating me technically right now with the handicaps. Hey, that was pretty okay. That was pretty okay. I mean, I'd like to think I was trying to go behind the 2, but who knows? You know, I may have just got lucky there. Never know. I mean, I know, but no one else ever knows, you know? All right, make 2 with the little bottom, come off the rail, back out for the 3. That was a decent stroke. All right, where do I put the 4 here? I mean, I can choose to shape it in almost any pocket from here. I'm just trying to think of the easiest way, maybe top inside and shoot it to the side, our right side pocket. Yeah. Top inside English on that 3 ball, shape the 4 to the right side pocket. I think that was the easiest route to go. All right, that's the 8 at the top right corner there, so I got to shape the 7 next. Probably just a stop shot or follow forward off the rail. Yeah, it should be pretty routine, you know. Should be pretty routine from here. Just make this, I can make this with draw and come down towards the 9, or I can just make this very lightly and bounce off the rail a little bit. I don't want to be on the rail with this next shot. Yeah, I drew it. Nothing wrong with that. But I did get kind of straight on the 8. If this were a diamond table, the shot would be real tough. But since it's a valley, it's a lot easier. And if I can't cheat it, I'll play it rail first with top and come over for the 9. Yeah, that's what I did. Played it rail first. I had to play the rail first so I could get the angle to come out for the 9 ball. Just like that, I'm at 40, guys. And now I may technically be winning. I don't know. I don't know how to do the math. Oh, don't scratch. Don't do it, Josh. Don't do it. I don't know how to do the math, you know, math, the arithmetics. But I think it's pretty close now. I may be winning a little bit. I just made 1 on the break there. And I've got a good shot at the 1 ball. And this is a good-looking rack, guys. I can make the 1, the 2. The 4 goes down in the corner past the 6. The 5's pretty open. The 7 could give me a little bit of a challenge just because I don't really enjoy playing combos. The 7-8's really the way to play it. And I'm not a huge fan of that, so I'll probably do something dumb like try to shape it up top and shoot it down table. But we'll have to wait. I've got to get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've got to get there first. Bottom right on this one, come back for the 4. Just make sure you don't put enough right to scratch into that side pocket. Did a pretty good job there. All right, so this is mostly just a stop shot, and you just drift over towards the foot spot where you rack, and then you can make the 5 from there. I wanted to let my stroke out a little bit, so I hit it more firm and came all the way over to the rail and then back out. Either way works. I like running into the 9 ball here, but I don't have to. I can come back up to about where I'm at now. Okay, yeah, I spun it around. I mean, that was pretty excessive. I didn't need to do all that. I got lucky. If I wouldn't have hit the 8, I would have got hooked behind the 8. That was, I did way too much there, way more than I needed to do. Now it looks like I'm going to get hooked behind the 8. Yep. I told you guys I was trying to come up table to shape the 7 down table rather than play the combo. And I almost got there. Almost. But we're not playing horseshoes, you know what I'm saying? So that almost doesn't really matter. Fact is, I hooked myself. Hooked myself pretty bad. All right, I'm going to try to kick this. What I'm doing is measuring up a mirror shot. I'm going to try to kick the 7 ball into the side pocket, which is not easy. You know, I'd say my chances of making this are 10% at best. 10, maybe 15%. If I shoot it 100 times, I might make 10 of them, you know? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's even high. This is not an easy shot. And if I miss it, I'm leaving Darrell wide open 4 points to snag. Well, close. I mean, it wasn't too far off. That was only off by a millimeter or two, a couple millimeters, and I would have hit the 7 a little bit fuller, just a little bit fuller, and it would have went towards that side pocket. But I left Darrell a good shot on the 7, but I didn't give him ball in hand, so that's going to make shaping the 8. He's got to hit this really light to shape the 8, or he's got to try to come around table. Yeah, I like hitting it real light like that. It was a good shot. Now, he's got to be careful how he shapes the 9 here. If he tries to use bottom left, it's real common for people of a lower skill level for this shot right here to end up scratching in that left side pocket. So he needs to really take his time and think about how he's going to get on this 9 here. Yeah, he did good by not overdrawing it into the side pocket, just giving himself a tougher shot on the 9, but I think he was thinking more about the shape than the shot and ended up missing the shot. He left me a good opportunity here. I can make this with either bottom right or straight right or actually left and just come around 2 rails, or technically 3 rails, I guess. Yeah, like that. 2 rails. All right, that works out pretty well. I should be able to make this, and that should put me at 49-19. Now I am in the lead, I believe, technically, even with the handicap. 49 to, oh my gosh, what am I doing there? You know, that's twice. I've bobbled a 9 ball into the pocket for Darrell. He didn't take advantage of the first one. Let's see if he takes advantage of this one. I highly doubt he misses this shot, though, to be honest with you. That 9 ball is sitting pretty. Yeah, they don't miss it. Oh, it looks like it could. Is it going to scratch? Yep. Man, Darrell. All that luck you were getting at the beginning of the match where you slapped those several balls in a row, that's coming back. You know what I'm saying? The universe evens itself out. You get too much luck in the beginning of the match, you get bad luck at the end of the match. You know, it's got to even out. Like the scales of justice. You know what I mean? So I ended up getting those 2 points for that 9 ball. So it's 50-19. Well, I think I just broke one in, so it was 49-19. And now it's 50-19. And I don't have a good shot on this one here, man. And when we play the anti-pool player association rules, there's no push out. So that's why you haven't seen a push out. That's why you're not seeing me do a push out here, because this would be a push out scenario for me probably. So I went ahead and tried to do something stupid and messed it up, gave Darrell ball in hand. Yep. So Darrell has ball in hand, which is the last thing I want to do because he only needs 12 points. Darrell gets 12 points and he beats me. I still need 25, you know. All right. I would stop shot this and be right there for the 2. You know, he drifted a little bit, which is fine though. Now he has a slight angle. He could actually put left spin, come off the bottom rail, the side rail, and mount towards the middle of the table for the 3. Basically the same shot he just hit, but with more left spin and a little bit softer. He would have landed on that 3 pretty nice. But now he's looking at a tough shot. You know, some tough acting right here. Boom, you got to really clutch this one up. And even if he makes it, shaping the 4 is also difficult. So this is tough all the way around. Let's see how he handles it. He's jacking up his stick a little bit, which makes the shot even harder. I might just level out and try to roll it. Because if he did actually really well with that. That's not an easy stroke, especially jacked up like he was. I would have leveled my stick out and just rolled it, because I think if he rolled it in and made the 3, the cue ball would have hit the 6 and left him pretty much where he's at right now for the 4. So I think he would have done well to roll that one in. But that was a tough shot either way, you know. All right, so if I go on another run here, man, we're getting close to the end of this sucker. And if you commented earlier that I had a chance, you may or may not have been right, but it's looking better than it was before, you know. We'll have to see what happens here. This is a tough shape on the 4. I got to put bottom right, yeah. So I got the shape, but I sacrificed my focus on the shot, and I missed the shot, you know, trying to get that shape. I should have focused on the shot and just trusted that I was hitting the cue ball in the right location to get the shape. That's what I do a lot of times, and that's what happens when people say you focus too much on the shape. Really, all you got to do is hit the cue ball in the right spot and trust that the shape is going to get there, and then focus everything on the shot. And I have a hard time doing that, especially when it's a tough one. You know, I think I'm not alone in that. I think a lot of people have a hard time with that. I'm not alone. You are not alone. It's another song I just wrote, guys. You like it? I'm basically a musical genius, you know? I don't know. Probably not so much a genius. Probably barely musical kindergartner. That's the way I would describe it best. Anyway, Darrell scratched. Anyway, back to the match. You know, Darrell scratched. Gave me ball in hand. The 9 ball's in my way to shape yeah, I'm going to draw this. I mean, I don't necessarily, looking at it now, I probably wouldn't have drawn it. I would have put the cue ball up by that right side pocket and played it with right spin, and then just came around the table, like wrapped that top right corner with the cue ball and came around the table. But this way worked. I got there with shape. It's just a tough shot on the 4. That 5 ball is not easy to shape from here either. Yeah, I ran into the 9. That was not easy. Now, this is a tough shot, man. I'm not making it easy on myself, am I? You know, making it real tough on myself. I don't like this shot at all. Just a little off angle, shooting a little bit to the blind side. I bobbled it in, though. Now where the 6 is sitting, if I want to go offensive here, I've really got to bake the 8. I've got to hit the 6 on the right side with bottom right English and draw the cue ball off the rail into the 8. I don't want to draw straight into the 8 because then the cue ball could follow the 8 into the pocket. So I definitely want to hit the rail first and then the 8. And the 6 should go down table. Yeah, down table. I got lucky I hit that point. If I don't hit that point, the 6 may have ended up behind the 9 there. Instead, you know, it ended up in the middle of the table. So I do have a shot. I've got to cut this into the side. Probably straight draw. I could also use draw with right spin. Just depends on how I'm feeling. Straight draw will come off the bottom rail, back up towards the 9. Draw with right will come bottom rail, side rail towards the 9. I use the right spin, and I overhit it. Now I'm looking at another bank, man. God, I keep making this rack right here, I have made 10 times more difficult on myself than it needed to be. At least 10 times. That's my expert opinion, you know, 10 times. Expert opinion from an amateur, you know, it's just the way it goes. Hey, I made this shot on the 9. I banked one in. I'm looking good. Now I'm up 57-21. Now we're getting there. We're nearing the end of this, but I scratched again. Got to stop doing it. I got to stop scratching. I don't know if you guys remember my last video. It was 8 ball against the same gentleman. These were both played in the same day. You know, we played one set of 8, one set of 9. And as I mentioned in the 8 ball, the ball sets that we're playing with here, there's different balls. There's different sets. It's a mashup. It's a ball set mashup, as I like to say. So the racks are not consistent, and they all have gaps. So it was real difficult to play any type of controlled break. You had to just smash it and hope for the best. And I don't smash the break that often, guys. I don't crush the break with all my might, very rarely. So when I do, I lose a lot of I lose a lot of accuracy. So that's why I've lost the cue ball a couple times into the pocket and scratch, just because I'm not real comfortable with smash break like that, especially a 9-ball. I like to do more of a control break. I hit them firm. I don't soft break. I hit them hard, but I don't smash them with everything I got, like, I just don't do it. I don't do it. Anyways, good talk. Good talk. Back to the match, Back to the match. Back to life. Back to reality. That was a good looking stroke, Darrell. You're going to hit the 7, open the 7 up, but you got hooked on the 3. The stroke was pretty good. I'll tell you, he was stroking real well at the beginning of this match. And then it's hard to keep doing that, though, when your opponent sits you. I've sat him quite a bit. He's been sitting for quite a bit. Remember, I had 0 to like 16 points or something like that. And I've come back 57 to 23. So he sat a lot and watched me run balls. And that will eat away at your confidence. And not to mention, just sitting there like that makes your arm tighten up. So, yeah. Good hit. Oh, he's going to make this. Oh, that was almost Efren-esque, He did hook me on the 3, but it should be a pretty easy rail first shot. Just hit the rail first with right spin. The good news is the right spin should hit the top short rail and then come off the right side long rail and then back up towards the middle of the table for the 5-ball. I just got to make sure I get the speed right. Oh, yeah, I hit the 7. Am I going to drift past the 8? I sure did. I got lucky there, guys. I drifted past the 8-ball for a shot at the 5. That could have very easily hooked me behind the 8-ball, but it didn't. But this shot on the 5 is not easy, really, especially where the 6 is at. This makes this shape very difficult, which makes the shot hard because the shape's so hard. Oh, yeah. Smart. Yeah, scratch, though. It was a smart shot because that was the best way to shape the 6. If I cross-bank the 5, then the shape on the 6 almost becomes natural at that point. But, of course, I missed the shot and scratched on the shape. So, I mean, it was a good idea, Josh, just horrible execution, what the Spanish call el horrible, Lo siento. Mi español es muy malo. Lo siento, lo siento. Pero yo comprende un poquito mejor. Means my Spanish is very bad, and I'm sorry, but I understand a little better, than I speak. That's what that means, guys, That's what it means. All right, so that mistake could cost me the rest of these points in this rack. Darrell's got a good-looking shot here on this 6. If he hits this soft, he can shoot the 7 in the side. He kind of pulled his arm a little bit. He pulled it in like this. Like when he was stroking, he pulled it in, pushed the stick out. No bueno, man. No bueno. Not a sponsor, guys. Not a sponsor. But you know who is a sponsor? Real Estate for a Cause, Waterford. It's my brokerage that I work for as a real estate agent. And if you're looking to buy or sell a property in Michigan, email me, call my brokerage, and I will work with you. If you're looking to buy or sell a property anywhere else in the country, you can still email me. I have a network of highly vetted and trusted experienced appraisers, not appraising, but real estate agents that can help you anywhere in the country, guys. What's cool about Real Estate for a Cause, the name comes from the fact that we support charity. So a percentage of every dollar that we make as a real estate company, agents and company, goes to a nonprofit 501c3. So we do give a percentage of every dollar to charity. So helping us helps other people as well, and we help you. So email me, jpowell@refac, that's REFAC, waterford.com. All right, guys, that's my ad. I just did an ad read. I sponsored the video myself. I apologize if you didn't like it, but got to try to pay the bills. I got to pay the bills somehow, Real estate's where it's at. Paying the bills. All right. Now back to the match, guys. I did my ad read. I don't even know what's going on now. That was a nice kick. Oh, and he's going to slop this in. Sure is, man. Uh-oh. Oh, he only needs 6 points now. And I still need, what, 10, 15, 16, 17. So he needs 6. I need 17. This one's getting close. It's getting close. He's coming back. He's staying alive. That was a good shot. He needed just a slight bit of draw on that. So he came above the 9, off the rail, and back over for the 8. And that's not easy to do because if he draws it too much, he scratches in the side pocket. I'm going to have to do a battery change, guys. You guys will never know because you might see a little cut, but that's it. You'll never know other than that. But I got to do a battery change. My battery's getting ready to die. All right, he missed the 8, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back. Jack had to change the battery real quick. Only took a second. For you guys, it took no time. For me, it only took a second or 2. Not a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to make this 8 with center ball bounce straight over to the other side of the table, like that. I let off my stroke a little bit there because you notice the cue ball didn't go perfectly straight back and forth. It kind of drifted towards the bottom of the table a little bit. But it was still good enough. And now I've got the 9. This will be 2 more points, and I should be up to 61-26. We're getting real close here, ladies and gentlemen. Real close. Our time here is coming to an end, Unfortunately. Don't worry. There'll be more videos coming soon. And if you want to see more videos, I've got like 300 or 400 on my channel. Just go watch one. We can spend more time together. Spend more time together than what we're playing right now, what we're spending right now. Not playing nothing. Anyway, back to the match, guys. I'm rambling. I always get off rambling, Got to go back to the match. Back to the match. All right, Darrell's looking at cutting in the 1 ball here. Be a good cut. He's going to end up having to either play a combo on the 2-8, or he might be able to make the 2 off of the 9 into that top left corner pocket. But he's got to shape it first. It came down low, which not necessarily a bad thing. He could cut the 2 all the way up table to the bottom left corner, or he could try to bank it. The bank's iffy because I'm not 100% certain it'll go past the 7 into the side pocket. Well, let's see how he plays it. There's a couple different options here. He could play a safety as well. It's not a bad play from here. He went all the way up table with it. And he got a good leave out of it, too. So I can't really make the 2 anywhere. I think I can hit it. So realistically, the play here is for me to hit it, bank it off of the side rail and towards the top rail, or the bottom rail, the way we're looking at the table, and send the cue ball back up table to the top. Oh, I double kissed it. Oh, it made it. That was an Efren Reyes trick shot, guys. I meant to do it. I meant to do that. Just kidding. Obviously, I didn't mean to do that. I'm no Florian Kohler. I'm no Venom trick shot guy. I got lucky there. I got lucky. All right. So, but I'll take the luck because I know he got some luck in the beginning of the match. Got a good shot on the 3, and I got the 4. There's a good chance I can get out here. There is a good chance I can get out here if I don't do nothing too stupid. You know what I mean? Probably hit this one nice and soft and just play the 5 up table or down table as we're looking at it. Yeah, hit that nice and soft. I got a little more angle probably than I would like on this. It just makes that 5-ball shot a little uncomfortable. And I have to use bottom with left spin, outside spin, so I can shape the 6 into the side pocket, the left side pocket. So the 5-ball is missable here for sure. It is missable. It's one that I should make, but I don't always. This time I did. On a diamond table, I may not have made that shot. You saw I hit the rail pretty high up. But valleys are fun to play on because it's harder to miss a shot on a valley table than it is a diamond for sure. They just tend to drop in a lot easier. Pockets are bigger. The shelves are not as deep. So the ball tends to fall into the pocket a little easier. So if I clear these balls, oh, okay. See my camera battery? It's funny. I just changed my camera and commentating, and my camera died when I was recording there as well. So I missed the 7-ball shot, and I had to change the battery. And I apologize to you for that, guys. I apologize to you. So I made the 7. I shaped the 8. I made the 8. And you guys are fully up to speed. All right. So now 70 to 27. I only need 5. He only needs 4. So this is a very tight match now. I think I made 2 on the break. Oh, and I don't have a shot at the 1. This makes it pretty tough here. I think I got to kick it. The way the 1 is sitting, it's almost in the pocket already. All I got to do is tap it and it'll go in. So it's not an extremely difficult kick shot. All you got to do is hit the 1. So yeah, it looks like that's what I'm doing too. I'm kicking at it because there's no push shot here anyway. So there it is. And I hit rail first, which was nice because the cue ball came over to get me a look at the 2. Problem is I'm so thin on the 2. It's going to be hard to get to the 4 unless I go down, back up, and then back up again. I'd have to go back and forth, which is smarter way to play it is the safety there. Yeah, because I knew I could draw him over right behind the 4-5 and lock him up, basically. Now he's kind of in jail. He's got a kick at it, and he's kicking for his life because I only need 2 points, and he only needs 4. So he's kicking for his life, and he made it. What a shot, Darrell. A little golf clap for you, my man. That was a good shot. That was a very excelente shot, you know? Muy excelente. I don't know. Very excellent. I don't know, guys. I make it up as I go, you know? I just make up stuff that are words. You know, you put them together, they make a sentence. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it don't. It's just the way it is. It's the way I roll. Oh, that's funny. You guys are listening to this going, yeah, I want you as my real estate agent guy. And no, I can be serious in business. You know what I'm saying? I can be dead serious. Oh, that's fun, man. Good try hitting that 4-ball, but no cigar. Now he's leaving me ball in hand when I only need 2 points, guys. This is going to be all she wrote. Capiche? It's done and over with. If you commented earlier and said I was able to come back, you were correct, guys. I appreciate Darrell again. Thank you so much for letting me record. And thanks for all Darrell's actually my broker, my real estate broker. So thanks for all the help and stuff, support through the brokerage, Darrell. Again, if you guys need real estate activities, you need anything real estate related, email me, jpowell@refacwaterford.com. Refac is REFAC, real estate for a cause. Remember, a percentage of everything we make goes to charity. If you want a short rail, that link is in the description. 100% of that comes to me, you know, not charity. So if you need real estate or short rail gear, I got you, bro. I got you. Just hit me up, email me, click the links in the description. And until next time, guys, we appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.